Can you believe this? This is what happened to me today. This is what happened.
Man, I can't
Somebody
see it.
stole my motorcycle. Oh, man, it was terrible. Here comes this guy. He's going to come over. Yeah, let's check out this. Oh, look, it's Joko's motorcycle. I'm just going to get on it. Oh, look, it's not even, the wheel's not even locked. I'll just run away with it. Yeah.
What are you doing with my bike?
Bastard. What you gonna do? Well, hi. Sorry to be, anyway, well, why should I be sorry? I'm out of, it was a rental, but I have to pay for it. There's $500 down the drain. About, I would say, maybe. Well, it could be worse. I could be preparing for the IELTS, the IELTS, which I'm going to be doing some feedback on here for a second time for Rafia, who brought us a couple, about 10 days ago. I did a review. Where is it here? This one. You can go back and look for yourself to see, has this person, I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman, improved or not. With this essay that we had earlier, some of the things I noticed that really needed work on was the use of examples, incorrectly used to link ideas. There was a lot of vocabulary issues. She says that she's worked on it. So let's see what we have with this next one. It's only been a week, so you can't change that much in a week. We'll see. Show it. Explain it. Don't just say it. You have to prove you're approve. Right. Okay. Here's the question. Some people say that in all levels of education, from primary schools to universities, too much time is spent on learning facts, okay? Not enough on learning practical skills. Do you agree or disagree? So this is a general training question, I would assume, because it has this do you agree or disagree, and it's not an IELTS question. Once again, you've chosen a I don't know where you get it. I mean, I could look it up. I could do some research, find out what different websites. Test Big, IELTS Mentor. Who is doing this? Anyway, what is it? Public schools to universities. Would they include those? And really, all levels of education. So lower primary students, like first and second graders, need to be learning practical skills like how to eat cookies and how to cut and draw, stay inside the lines. Well, now there's two parts to this question, really. It's like, okay, is there too much time being spent in some levels? Perhaps. I can buy that. Is there too much time being spent in all levels? Absolutely not. But you absolutely agree. We'll find out. Okay. See, every word's important in the question. So every single one of these words, some people say all levels. That's a key thing. Facts. What do they mean by facts? Facts are dates and names and sayings, and if it's an English class, words. It's not theory. Theories are not facts. Okay, so I popped your completed essay. This is all of it at once into wordcounter.net, which gave us these numbers over here. These are facts. 345. I should have stopped there. Nothing over 330. But less than half of them are unique words. Longest sentence, 57 words. That's close to a record. Short sentence, average 23. That's all right. Okay. The word practical was used 6 times, learning 6 times. Time was used 6 times. Theory-based students, many skills. 4 and 3, respectively. The introduction. Okay. I need something to drink. Okay, so, introduction. How do you start your essay? Practical exposure. All right, now, can I share screen and not have to relaunch this thing? Oh, no, I've got a better idea. I've got, yeah, the selection of a career. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so in your introduction, you started off with practical exposure is as important as theoretical knowledge-based learning for students. Okay, you said that you had worked on what I said, and I did talk about in the previous example, previous essay. Okay, there's that word. You used it in the topic sentence of one of your paragraphs, and it provides, first of all, people, it's on first point, a wide exposure. Well, what do you mean by that? Same thing here. Everyone has their own favorite words, I think. I have my favorite words. I happen to like the word modernity. I think that's a wonderful word. I guess maybe exposure is one of your favorite words, because honestly, I don't know what you mean. Practical exposure. People taking off their clothes? What? Huh? Is as important as. It's a good use of a comparative. Good. Theoretical knowledge-based learning. Once again, lexical resource. That band score is not determined by a wide range of vocabulary. It's a wide range of vocabulary used accurately with collocation, with a sense of style and collocation. Words that go together. Theoretical-based, knowledge-based learning might collocate, but theoretical knowledge-based learning is not a thing. What is it? What? So you got, I don't know what this is as important as I don't know what that is, and I know a lot of words. And I'm an educator, so I would know these things you're trying to put together for students. What students? Who? Okay. Now, are you going to explain that sentence? Nah. We're just going to go right to the paraphrase here. Many people opine that much time is devoted to teaching facts instead of focusing on hands experience. No, not much time. Question was, too much time. People spend too much time. That's much different than much time. Too much time is devoted to teaching facts instead of focusing on hands-on. Needs a hyphen. Hands-on experience. How do you teach hands-on experience? In all phases of learning. Levels, not phases. Phases are much shorter than levels. Whether it is school, college, or university.
My dog's had its day. That's why it won't come home and stay.
I won't go through it, but those are not three different levels.
If the dog gets its day,
now, why do you need
run away.
You might strongly agree. I don't know when I read this essay, but you don't have to strongly agree. It's harder to strongly agree with something than it is to somewhat agree with something, I think. I strongly agree with this viewpoint. Point of view. A viewpoint is a place where you look at things. I think I mentioned that in the last one.
When it happened.
As the practical skills. There's a grammar mistake. As practical skills. We don't need the there. As practical skills make it easier, as I think you wanted to say there, easier, not easy, to memorize the concepts. Now here's the thing. This is when you slowly start to change the word facts. Facts. Okay, now the facts become concepts. Now those are not the same concept. Concepts are ideas. Facts are real. And gain expertise in a particular field. Right, like eating cookies. Okay. Firstly, you've got a lot of writing ability. You can think of something better than firstly. Most of it's blue is also covers register. Register meaning how formal and informal. We don't use our in academic writing. No our or we in this kind of style of writing. Okay. Firstly, most educational institutions follow a conventional method of teaching which involves reading, writing, and learning. Is that the word you wanted? Really? Learning? Okay. Education involves learning. What a radical thought. Okay. Due to this system, many students, are able to remember the knowledge. What knowledge? The knowledge, don't need a comma there, given to them for a limited time period. The knowledge given to them for a limited period of time. Why is it red? Because, we'll find out. Therefore, so again, due to this system, therefore, the next one is consequently. This causes that, causes that, causes that. Well, that's one way to explain things, but you're not. Okay. Due to this system, many pupils are only able to remember. Only able to remember the knowledge or remember their lessons for a limited period of time. When it comes time to apply these facts to practical work, they have forgotten much of it. When they apply these facts, there's facts are back. Facts are different than concepts. The practical work, they have forgotten everything. Everything. Why does it have to be everything? Can't just some of it be lost? Everything. No, it's not everything. Consequently, individuals, now, with degrees in physics or electronics, do not even know don't need about there, do not even know how to change a bulb. This is what you've replaced for example with. What you're doing here is very common. It's called catastrophizing, which means thinking that your argument is made stronger by making it extreme. People don't just forget a few things, they forget everything. People aren't a little unprepared for their careers. Instead, they don't know how to change a light bulb. This does not make your argument stronger, it makes it less believable. It's a very common thing that happens to new writers. Know anyone like this? Have you met someone who can't change a light bulb? I mean, some light bulbs are kind of tricky and they involve fuse boxes and such and like that, but what? That's ridiculous. I have a degree in electronics and I can't change a light bulb. Come on. Consequently, similarly, that wasn't enough. People with high qualifications, plural, in chemistry do not have an idea about, don't need about there, do not have any idea about doing, about performing an experiment, doing a simple chemical reaction. Well, for example, that was a simple chemical reaction. Anyway, I'm not going to explain physics, but I just did it. I didn't have to know anything about it. It just happened. I know it's combustion. It requires... Anyway, this is confusing, and this is not why people oppose the teaching of facts. Facts! These are all drawbacks of the learning system that mainly focuses on theory. Theory and facts are, in fact, opposites of one another. Okay, facts are real. Theories are ideas. You've taken, just like you did with the last one, with people changing the type of work, and you changed it into particular individual jobs, within the same type of work. Here you've taken the question, which was about facts, and taught and changed it to theory. Can't change the question to fit the answer you want to write. Hence, if the students are given hands-on experience, it will help them to learn the concepts with great ease. Sure. And can you give me an example of this? And they will be capable of remembering them for a long period of time. Completely unsupported, you're just saying that. And you've changed the question. Secondly, the transition between the first body paragraph and the second body paragraph is an opportunity for you to show that you can connect two ideas together. That's what you want. Connect two ideas. So the last idea was that because they're fumbling idiots who can't change a light bulb. And now what's the next one? That the scheduling is wrong. Okay, so a connector that connects the previous idea. So, the lack of light bulb changing skills is but of minor consequence when compared to the what is it?
I don't know when it
The
happened.
damage caused by improper balance of lab session to classroom, to lecture.
Suddenly changed.
Okay? So, connect the previous idea to this idea by referring back to it, instead of just saying secondly, which anybody could do. Secondly, the current education system, where, what level, this does not apply to children, has not allocated equal amount of time for theory and practical classes, like in the second grade. And because remember, the question was about all levels. You forgot that part. For example, if the scholars, okay, here is where vocabulary slows down the reader so much that it becomes a burden, it becomes difficult to read. For example, if computer science students, that's what you mean to say, computer science students. Instead you say, if the scholars acquiring computer education in an institution attend 3 lectures a week, attend live pedagogical delivery sessions thrice weekly upon theoretically mandated learning-based. For example, computer science students typically attend 3 lectures for 1 lab session. I think that this is an improper balance, and it does not lead to the best possible educational outcomes. No. That's what you should have said. Week on theory-based learning, and there's only 1 lab session in the whole week, which then, due to this improper division, they will become incapable. Less capable. Incapable means completely unable to practice everything being taught, and hence lack the proper understanding of the concepts. Is that our 57-word sentence? It could be. It's really long. Okay, you know what? At university, they actually specialize in how to teach. Yeah, so you need something other than these assertions where you're just asserting something. Thus. Okay, so this is what they get, and this is what happens. So therefore, if you change this other thing will happen. That doesn't follow. Thus, if students get equal portion of theory and practical classes, this will help them to build confidence. Why? And obtain skills in their specific field of study. For example, what would actually really help there. So I'll come back to conclude. Practical skills should be focused equally as the theoretical-based studies. And the question was about facts, not theory. Because, never start a sentence with because. Because it helps students, not disciples, to develop self-confidence, which was never really addressed in this essay, except for one little bit at the end of the second body paragraph, and attain the prowess. No, why? Why does it help them develop self-confidence? What is this prowess you refer to, and how does it happen? I don't know. So, if you strongly agree with this idea, you should be able to come up with practical ideas that explain and demonstrate and show what you're talking about. And don't go like here was a big example of why you're writing 345 words. Scholars acquiring computer education in an institution of higher learning, tertiary education. No, that's why it's taking so much and you're not getting anything into your writing. Because you're getting caught up in trying to be fancy with your vocabulary. And what I really wanted to mention was this little bit here. So you give this ridiculous example about a guy not being able to change a light bulb, and then give an almost equally ridiculous example which does no more than the previous one does. This is inefficient use of your writing time and space. How are these different? It doesn't do any good for you to say it twice. 21 minutes, damn. Is that right? Okay. You did fix a couple of things. You didn't use, for example, to introduce new ideas. Yay. Now, tighten up on that vocabulary and write words that you know that express what you mean, instead of trying to change. What I'd like to see is for you to read the question more carefully and understand every part of the question. No mention at all of all levels, and this big switch from facts to theories would get you a poor mark in task response. Nowhere near a 7. Sorry to say. But your grammar's good.